What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm doing a brand new video showing you what I use to do filmmaking in general and this YouTube channel. Before we get into anything, obviously we're all bored at the moment, we're in quarantine or whatever, self-isolating, not going to work, doing nothing. So I really hope you enjoy the video today to get you out your boredom. Please stay home, be safe, and yeah, let's get cracking into the video. So obviously you're going to have a look what's in my camera bag today. It's not really the best camera bag in the world, it's just a super dry bag that's big enough to hold everything in. And what we'll do is we'll start from the side. This is what I take on normal shoots with me. So I've been on a few shoots recently with a new business, doing some commercial work. So here we just have a speaker. I take this everywhere with me. If I'm doing a football video, I'll take it just to enjoy some music while I'm out having a kick about with some mates. We'll get the video done and carry on having a kick about, and we take this with us. As you can tell before, you've seen this before in a video. Literally, it was a sick crossbar challenge video, but yeah, that was in that video, and yeah, it's pretty essential to be in here really. So I want to show you more essential stuff before we move on to this in the other pouch. So we'll go into this first pocket here. So here we just have cables, so that's my hard drive cable, battery, chargers and all sorts, and here just they're all essential stuff to keep everything charged up on the go. So we've got that, we've got the camera charger, just wires, a lens hood, and an iPhone charger there. Just keep bringing out more cables, and then that's that for that pouch. Then we move into this top pouch here. We have the hard drive. Always have a hard drive. This is 1 terabyte, it's a Seagate hard drive. Literally, it's tiny. It's brilliant to have, putting all my content on here. Take this everywhere I go, use it for my college work, all stays onto here. I back it up every weekend, and this is pretty sorted. I do want to upgrade from this, due to this is getting a bit full now, but I like to keep all the content on here, but move on to an upgraded hard drive, or even an SSD. Carrying on, oh, there's the other wire for that hard drive. So a very essential thing to take with you when you're filmmaking is a portable charger. Here I have an Anchor. I took it on holiday to Egypt with me. Pretty useful, kept everything charged. Also took, here it is, this universal adapter too. I had to use that one. And these two both together kept everything charged. And then you got the little pouch for it as well. In the side pocket you see here a very large, something very large. And I'll just disconnect it from the arm. I do want to upgrade the bag just so I can take my gimbal and not have to strap it to this. So here we have a Crane 2 by Zion. This is just a gimbal stabilizer. Obviously you have the Ronin S and you have other ones, but this one was in my price range. It's also really good. The specs on this and the balance, it can take a really heavy payload as well. It's just good for my DSLR, but I take this everywhere with me for them balanced shots, and they keep everything so still. It's a good weight to hold, so it's not too heavy. You have to hold it with 2 hands or you're not going to get the steadiest of shots. But what I do is I keep it together with a strap here, just so the motors ain't going too much. The only one that goes round is this one, and that keeps the motors in a pretty good condition, because if the motors keep playing up, then that can actually ruin the gimbal itself. But yeah, a gimbal is probably one of the most essential things to have as a filmmaker. If you're getting into YouTube, this isn't that big of a deal, but when you're doing B-roll and shots, this is probably one of the best things you could have for that. So as we move into the main part of the bag, we have this bit at the top, a few more essentials in here. So we'll unzip this. A very big thing for a filmmaker is SD cards. You want to take as many as you can to back up any shots, footage you get. So here I just have a memory card case, a JCC memory case. So you can fit in a micro SD there and a normal SD card there, and obviously I'm using one at the minute. I've got a new one which I'm not even going to explain what that's for. As we move on, we've just got some batteries. I have a studio microphone. It has to take these so it works in the camera. If it has a condenser, it will work without batteries, but I don't have a condenser yet, so I'll take batteries with me everywhere I go. Moving on, you definitely need one of these for your microphone. It keeps the wind. This is a dead cat for Rode. Rodes are the best mics you can get, in my opinion, but this comes everywhere. If I'm filming out, it's not really the best one to use when you're out doing a football video, but it's brilliant when you're vlogging. Here we have the Viltrox LED light. This light is probably the best buy I've bought for my camera gear. Literally, it does everything for me. You can change the levels and the power, so you can make the power higher, and you can also change the heat of the LED, so it can go from really light for a studio light, or it can go to a nice warm light for your tones and your skin and things like that. But this is probably the best LED. You probably saw me using it in the Abandoned Asylum video that I did with Leon. That's what I ordered it for. Also, I ordered it for some promotional work I did for Jump Warehouse and DJ Beard. So that's it for that bit. Here we have just a little pouch. It's just full of batteries in. It's the universal cube pouch, but I like keeping my batteries in for my DSLR and also the camera monitor, which we'll move on to now. In this little super dry pouch, you don't really get I didn't get a case for it. It's an Etsy 5-inch camera monitor. This is a beast for when I'm filming studio stuff, and also it can go on the side of the gimbal, so if I can't see anything on the gimbal, then I can put this on the side, and this is pretty useful. And you also get all the wires and things, and this is what you put on there when it's too sunny and you can't see what you're looking at. But that is a useful thing, especially when you're doing, I don't know, more things in a studio type thing at home, and you're doing like, I don't know, what I'm doing now, so you can see yourself. I'm obviously using my old camera at the minute, that's why the quality and obviously maybe the picture isn't the best, because that's my old camera and my new one's in here, what I use all the time. Moving on, I take these everywhere I go, especially if I'm, I don't know, going abroad like I did with Egypt. I took these with me. These are the JBL headphones. These are around 50 quid. Got them from Sainsbury's in Scotland last year. A really good buy. I'm really happy I bought them. Just a cheap pair of headphones. I will be upgrading my wireless headphones just because, I don't know, I just want a new pair of headphones. But they're brilliant. So a major thing for when you're filming is an ND filter. So here I have the K&F Concept filter. It's literally got a nice little case here. You screw that on and it is adjustable. So literally all you got to do, probably I need to clean up, but you can just screw that and it can make tones darker or lighter due to the sunlight. But that was a very good buy. This cost me 50 alone. I bought it for when I done the To The Top film for college. It was pretty useful due to how sunny it was on the day of filming, but that's really good to have for vlogging, promotional shoots like weddings. I've got a few weddings coming up as well, hopefully in the future you'll see that, but that's pretty useful. So before we go on to any other cameras, I want to talk about this. This is the L bracket handle for the Zhiyun crane. Literally I have the gimbal there. I'll put this on the side so it gives me more grip. I'll pull it in and I'll do my gimbal walk. It brings out the steady shots, gives me more of a grip onto the gimbal itself, and it's very useful, so I'll take that everywhere with me as well. Moving on to the tripod for the gimbal, pretty useful. It can help you extend, hold the bottom and hold the L bracket, can make the gimbal taller, but it also helps when you're balancing the gimbal with your camera. You just pull it out, have that standing on the table. So this follows me everywhere I go. We're going to move on to this big bag I have at the bottom. Obviously I want to upgrade my bag due to the fact that it's not the best for keeping everything together, for one, and just it looks messy. So I want to get a proper camera bag, future preference, but I want to get a decent future camera bag so I look professional when I'm out shooting professionally. So you open up here, and I always take a knockoff GoPro. This just helps having a spare camera along with me, a spare angle, should I say. I have this on a head mount, so You can literally, you look stupid, but like your hair goes out the side here, but it's literally a really good angle to get sometimes, just having the knockoff GoPro on there, because I take that everywhere as well. Moving on, we also have a hard shell, and we also have the actual GoPro Hero 8, which we have on a chest mount. This is what I used when obviously I was doing the abandoned asylum video. It was the first time I properly got to use the GoPro for a YouTube video, but I also took this to Egypt and shot a lot of this in Egypt. It shoots 4K, it shoots 8 times slow motion, and it has major stability. So literally you can walk with it on a normal tripod or a normal monopod, and it will literally look like it's on a gimbal. But obviously this is why I don't use the gimbal for GoPro. But it's literally on a chest mount. You put your head in, arm in there, and then you pull this around the back and then clip that in. And literally you get a good angle from your chest there. And also I took this to Egypt. It's pretty good. Broken it. Also I took this to Egypt. This is just a underwater case. So normally a GoPro would be allowed to go, well, can sort 10 meters underwater, but this makes sure it can be sorted with 60. I just wanted to be sure. It's not that I don't trust GoPro, it's just I had a knockoff and I jumped in a river and it decided to break, and literally it all went wrong. I lost the footage, I lost everything. So I upgraded to GoPro. It's the best action camera out there. You can also get DJI, Osmo, and all the other action cameras that are out there, like the Insta360, but I personally prefer GoPro, so I bought that for it. So we're going to keep that to one side, so we're going to stay on the topic of GoPro. And here I have this tin. It's got all the stickers, Supreme stickers, whatever. And in here I just keep filters for the GoPro. So they're underwater filters. They make the footage look really cool when you're underwater, so I'll take them with me. I have a knockoff dual battery charger. You don't really need to go with GoPro the dual, but I will. But I bought these knockoffs just for Egypt, just to make sure I had enough battery life. They are meant to be for Hero 5, 6 and 7, but they work perfectly on an 8. I don't know why everyone was panicking. But also I have a microfiber cloth. It's very essential for when you're filming. You need to keep everything clean. You need to make sure there's no dust, no fingerprints. So I take that with me as well. And then you also have USB-C cables charge the GoPro, and you also have loads of the knobs to put them onto stuff. So I'll take that all with me for when I'm filming, I'm travelling, or doing YouTube videos. Also I have this thing here. You can stretch it out like that and have your GoPro on the end. I'll take that just for cool shots looking in the air. You can make it look like a drone. There is a new brand coming out called NU Bear. They're bringing out a cool GoPro accessory. If you're looking for a really good GoPro accessory, they look like the one. I'll put the link in the description below because I'm going to upgrade to that. They're cool looking things. They're better than this. Obviously this is a cheap knockoff Niwa extendable arm monopod, but I'm definitely going to upgrade. So a big thing in film is audio. So what I do is I take this with me. This is the Rode Video Mic Go. So you see normally everyone's going around with the Video Mic Go Pro Plus or just Pro, but this is good enough for me at the moment. Really good audio, crisp, sharp. I really like using this. And you also have the wire, and I keep it in this case just to protect it from getting knocked. Another big thing, especially if you're vlogging, is a mini monopod. So here I have the Manfrotto Mini, really good tripod. Taking it everywhere. I use it on the small camera, the big camera, GoPro. I basically use it for everything. I do want to upgrade to a GorillaPod 5K just because you can twist it onto stuff and all sorts, and I want to get a 3K just for the GoPro really, but that's very useful. So here we go on to the main part. Everyone, you've probably been waiting for this part. This has probably been the most asked question. So a lot of you are starting up YouTube channels due to all this UK lockdown stuff. Like Faye, she's now started up a channel. She does makeup tutorials and all things like that, so go subscribe to her. I'll put her link in the description below. You've also got my little brother AJ, Alfie Johnson, AJFC. I'll put his link in the description below. I also have started up a Twitch account, just streaming pro clubs on there, FIFA pro clubs. Literally just started that about a week ago, so please go follow that as well. And I'll put that in the link in the description below. But everyone's starting to make YouTube, so this is why I thought this video would be good, to tell you what I use, what's a good starter for it. So for a starter camera, I use the Canon 750D. It's a 1080p HD is pretty good, definitely good for starting. I do want to upgrade due to the promotional work I do and the professionalism, so I want to use 4K as that's the ultimate thing now. Like the GoPro, that's 4K, that gets me really good footage. This is definitely a good starter, especially if you want a vlog. You can twist the screen out and things like that. It's got all different modes, takes really good photos. The lens here is just the kit lens. This is just an 18 to 55mm lens, pretty good. You can buy all sorts of lenses for these cameras in obviously the Canon category. Just literally twist it on and you can get really good footage out of this if you know how to use it, and it all depends on the settings you want to use. So I do have another lens. It is the Sigma 70 to 300mm lens. It is mechanical. I wouldn't recommend this for filming. I'd definitely recommend this more for photography. Here's some pictures I've taken with this lens. They're really good images. But yeah, I wouldn't use this for video because the mechanical side of it just makes it look horrible, especially if you zoom it out very far. It's very shaky. I haven't tested it on a gimbal, so I want to test that on a gimbal and see how shaky it is then, but I don't know how well the gimbal is going to take a very big lens like this, but we'll see. If you want to see a video on that, I can do that for you. So obviously a lot of people on YouTube want a vlog, so this camera is probably one of the best, well, Canon cameras are probably one of the best for the flip out screens. You can literally flip out the screen here, so you can use tripod, gorilla pod like this one here, the Manfrotto I've told you about, or you can use a gorilla pod, just literally screw it onto the bottom. And then you definitely need a mic just for the better audio, because the audio on cameras now isn't very good. So just screw that onto the top. I like to put the wire in here so it just stays out the way, and then place that into the microphone jack, and literally you have your vlogging set up here, and it's sick. Honestly, you could use this as starting up and this will get you somewhere. So one last thing, right? Every photographer, videographer, YouTuber takes with them is an iPhone. Or your phone in general. 4K on here is sick. Here's an image from Egypt that I got with this phone. The 4K on here is really good. Apple have really improved their cameras lately. I don't know what the new Samsung is like with their new 8K, but this is really good, very good for footage. But it does seem to crash when I put it on Adobe Premiere Pro. I don't know why, but this is very useful. So I really hope this video was useful for you guys. If you want more videos on camera stuff, please comment below. I want to try all sorts of stuff with camera gear, my opinion on camera gear, more unboxings maybe, definitely more football videos, definitely more travel videos in future years to come. But please, like that like button, smash that subscribe button, and please go follow me on Twitch for my lockdown pro clubs streams. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'll see you in the next video. See you later. Bye.